I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots.
In 2020, Ronald invested in a unit trust that offered 4.3% compounded semi-annually. After 9 years, this unit trust was valued at 30,000. A. What is Ronald's initial investment in this unit trust? 4 months. Ronald's initial investment as stated in the question refers to principal, so we must have to find principal in the answer. As we can see on the question, it mentioned that it was offered a 4.3%, so we have to divide it by 100 to find our K. So our K is 0.043. We can see question stated that after 9 years, so our T is 9. For I, we can get it by dividing K and M. So K is 0.043 and M is 2. It will give the answer 0.0215. For M, we can see our M is 2 since it mentioned on the question compounded semi-annually. So it will have 2 times in a year. And the last one is N. We can get N by multiply M with T. So it will be 2 multiplied with 9. So it will give the result 18. As we can see their formula here. So we just put the details we get from the question to this formula. We will left P as P because this is what we will find. After put all the information, we will use shift solve to solve this question. P is equal to 2,456 and 46 cents. So this is the final answer for A. Subsequently, Ronald contributed an additional 504,000 into the same fund. He then consolidated the total amount and reinvested it into 2 separate unit trust funds. He invested 50% of this amount in the KST Equity Fund, which offers 4.98% compounded quarterly, and 50% in the WMS Conservative Fund, which offers 5% compounded monthly. 1. Calculate the maturity value of each unit trust investment and the total maturity value by the end of 2039. 10 marks. First of all, we will total up 30,000 and 5,500, so the total will be 35,500. And then we have to multiply it with 50% to know what is the total amount in each fund. So both will be, so the total will be 17,750 and it will be used for both principal. We will calculate for KST Equity Fund first. We will get K by dividing 4.98 and 100 to know what is K. So K is 0.0498. For M is 4 because the question stated that it will compounded quarterly, so it will be 4 times in a year. We can get I by dividing K and M, so K is 0.0498 and M is 4, so the answer will be 0.01245. T is 10 because 2039 will be minus with 2029, so the T is 10. We can get N by multiply M and T, so M is 4 and T is 10, so the N will be 40. As you can see, they are formula here, so we just put the information we can get by the question to this formula. S is maturity value, so our final answer is 39,116.67. And then we will calculate for WMS Conservative Fund. K is 0.05 because we can get it by dividing 5% and 100. For M is 12 because the question stated that it will compounded monthly, so a year is 12. We can get I by dividing K and M, so K is 0.05 and M is 12, so the final answer will be 1/240. T is 10 and N is 120 because we can get it by multiplying M and T. M is 12 and T is 10, so the result will be 120. So you can see the formula here, so we just put the details we can get by the question to this formula, and the final answer will be 29,234 and 42 cents. Question asks for total maturity value for both funds, so we will total up the maturity value for each fund. So it will be 58,351 ringgit 09 cents.
Now let's move on to the next question. Is 1 and 2. We need to determine which unit trust fund offers a better deal. To determine this, we subtract the initial investment of 17,750 from the maturity value of each fund. For the KST Equity Fund, the interest earned is approximately RM11,366 ringgit and 67 cents. For the WMS Conservative Fund, the interest earned is approximately RM11,484 ringgit and 42 cents. Since the WMS Conservative Fund earn more interest, it offers a better deal. In conclusion, the WMS Conservative Fund offer a better deal because it has higher interest.
Now, I will explain the answer for question 1B Roman 3. Calculate the total interest earned from these investments from 2020 until 2039. The formula that I will use is I equal to S minus P. Firstly, we should look at the unit trust investment from 2020 until 2039. So, the original principal for the unit trust investment is 20,456 ringgit 46 cents and the compound amount will be 30,000 ringgit. So the interest earned is 30,000 ringgit minus 20,456 ringgit 46 cents, which equals to 9,543 ringgit 54 cents. Next, we look at the investments after 2039. Let's start with KST Equity Fund. The compound amount for this fund is 29,116 ringgit 67, and the principal will be 17,750 ringgit. So the interest is 29,116 ringgit 67 cent minus 17,750 ringgit, which equal to 11,366 ringgit 67 cent. Then, lastly, we should calculate the WMS Conservative Fund. The compound amount is 29,234 ringgit 42 cent, and the principal is 17,750 ringgit. So the total interest earned is 29,234 ringgit 42 cent minus 17,750 ringgit, which will equal to 11,484 ringgit 42 cents. Lastly, we should add all the interest together. So, total interest earned from 2020 until 2039 is 9,543 ringgit 54 cent plus 11,366 ringgit 67 cent plus 11,484 ringgit 42 cent, which equals to 32,394 ringgit 63 cent.
P principal equals to 35,000 ringgit for M, time equal to 12 for K, interest rate is 3.1 equal to 0.031 and T equal 10 years. First, we need to find periodic interest rate I and total number of interest period N. So for I equal to K over M equal 0.031 over 12, and we get 31 over 12,000 for N is equal to M hit by T equal 12 hit 10, and we'll get 120. So the solution is S equal to 35,000 bracket 1 plus 31 over 12,000 in bracket to power 120. So at the end, for the answer is S equal to 47,720 and 18 cent. Next, for B, find the amount that Nur Aminah can withdraw every month from the account while she is in college. So we can use the formula is A equal R open bracket 1 minus in bracket plus I in bracket to power negative N divide 2I and close the bracket. So the solution is 47,781 equal R open bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus 0.031 over 12 in bracket to power negative 36 divide 2 0.031 over 12 and close the bracket. So the answer is R equal to RM 1,389 ringgit 30 cents.
To C1. First, we need to determine the monthly payment and total interest for Nur Aminah's car loan. She bought a car for 65,000 ringgit, made a 50% down payment and financed the rest over 7 years at 4% interest rate compounded monthly. The loan amount is 55,250 ringgit after the down payment. Using the formula for calculating monthly payment, we find that Nur Aminah's monthly payment is approximately RM 755 ringgit 20 cents. Therefore, Nur Aminah will pay RM 755 ringgit 20 cents for each month for 7 years. To find the total interest, we multiply the monthly payment by the number of months, that is 84, and subtract the original amount, 55,000 ringgit, then 250. This gives us a total interest of approximately RM 8,186 ringgit 80 cents. Summary: Nur Aminah monthly payment is 755 ringgit 30 cents, and the total interest paid over 7 years is 8,186 ringgit 80 cents. Now, let's move on to our last question session with me. That is question 2C2. Let's consider a different scenario. What if Nur Aminah missed her first 5 monthly payments? How much she will need to pay on her 6th payment to settle all outstanding arrears? To calculate this, we need to determine the accumulated amount of the missed payment including interest. Using the appropriate formula, we find that the total amount due after missing 5 payments is approximately RM 4,569 ringgit and 20 cents. Therefore, on her sixth payment, Nur Aminah would need to pay Rm 4,569 ringgit and 30 cents to cover all the outstanding areas. In conclusion, if Nur Aminah missed her first 5 monthly payment, she needs to pay Rm 4,569 ringgit 30 cents on her sixth payment to settle all the areas.
Now it's my turn to explain the answer for question 2C Roman 3. Immediately after paying for 5 years, Nur Aminah wants to settle the loan in full. Determine the amount to be paid and the total interest charge. Okay, so before we calculate the amount to be paid and the total interest charge, we have to find out the amount of N first. In this question, it is said that after paying for 5 years, Aminah decided to settle the loan in full. So we should subtract 7 years with 5 years, and then we will get the remaining years of 2 years. Now we have to multiply 2 years with 12 to get the amount of N for remaining years. Then we will get N equals to 24. Now we have to substitute the information we have into the formula to find the amount to be paid, which is A 24 equals to 755 ringgit 20 cents multiply with 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.033333 close bracket with the power of 24 over 0.033333. And then we'll get the answer for A24 equals to 17,390 ringgit 94 cents. Okay, so now we have to find the total interest charge. For the total interest charge, we will use the formula of I equals to NR minus A. Let's substitute the information we got into the formula. So, 60 multiply with 755 ringgit 20 cents plus 17,390 ringgit 94 cents minus 55,250 ringgit. And then we will get 7,352 ringgit 94 cents.